It's time.
It's time.
Time to meet the women who make a living around fast cars.
Hello, ladies.
This is Women Take the Wheel.
Sit down, strap in, and turn on all you've got.
Nikki Clark is taking you behind the scenes.
You're ready to win. Let me tell you, these cars, they get up and go pretty good.
Introducing you to women drivers, crew members, and fans of the racing world. Plus, Nikki is bringing you the latest racing news in Indiana and beyond.
We're going to bring it to you from the tower as they get ready to pull into the beam.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
All right, strap yourselves in.
Woo! Getting off the track and in your ears. This is Women Take the Wheel.
Come on, baby.
With your host,
Here we go.
Nikki Clark.
Hi, I'm Nikki Clark, your host for Women Take the Wheel here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And on this episode, I'm on location at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, aka IRP, this week, and I'm catching up with past guest Maddi Gordon. When we first talked to her a couple years ago, she was working on her dad's top Alcohol Funny Car. Well, now she's driving that car, and she's doing a pretty good job of it. And this is kind of a unique podcast as we did her interview in two parts. Before eliminations, we talk about her journey into the seat of the family funny car. And then we pick up the conversation 3 rounds later with a very happy Maddi Gordon. Stay tuned.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecast, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
So we're on location, Women Take the Wheel, on location at Lucas Oil Raceway Park, IRP, we know it here. So we're with Maddi Gordon, who we spoke to about 3 years ago, I think, in Gainesville. Is that what it was?
I want to say it was I feel like it was 3 years ago. Yeah.
And when we talked before, you were working on your dad's car. Now you're driving it.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's literally a dream come true. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I've dreamt it my whole life. You never really thought that I would get to drive, but it's just a dream come true. I'm having so much fun.
I mean, what's the fastest you've gone so far? You're driving top Alcohol Funny Car. What's
Yes.
the fastest you've done?
Fastest I've gone is 269. Yeah, I haven't hit 270 yet, I don't think.
Well, oh my gosh, you haven't hit 270. What?
No, I think oh gosh, this is so bad, I should know this, but I've gone 269 for sure, maybe 270.
Oh my. So, and just so people know, it's not one of those things where you just jumped in Alcohol Funny Car. You worked your way up.
Yes, yeah. So I started driving junior dragsters when I was 8, and then drove a junior comp as well, and stopped running those at 18. Started running a super comp for a little while, and then ran a little bit of top dragster stuff a little bit, but not much at all. And then jumped in the funny car. But I think that working on the car was just just kind of helped out a lot, just with kind of getting to know the fundamentals of the race car and the ins and outs of it. I think has helped me.
Well, yeah. I mean, once you know how a car works, and does that make a difference too? Like, can you feel? I know some people can, like, when you're driving, can you feel like, oh, I better stop because I think this is going to break or something like that? Can you feel that in the car?
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I can feel it, and there's just so much stuff. It's just, I'm learning so much, you know, but yes, yeah, you can definitely feel it. You know, I made a big mistake in Charlotte, and it was 100% my fault, and I've been, like, super upset at myself about it. I know I'm going to make mistakes.
What did you do?
So in Charlotte, it was second round at the 4-wide. And we carried the front end over, and it went over to the wall, and I lifted off the gas. Well, I tried to feather it and get it to come down, and it didn't go, so I just had to abort. And then I kind of straightened back down. I'm like, all right, cool, hit the gas, bam, hit the gas. Well, I was so far down the track already that I was already at the time I needed to shift. So as soon as I hit the gas, the shift light came on, and by the time it registered in my head, shift light, as soon as I hit the button, it blew up. And I was just like, oh my God. It's just, so it was really a huge bummer. It was a huge mistake, and, obviously cost a lot of parts and a lot of money. And so I've been really upset about that. But Nobody was mad at me, which was good.
You can't learn everything all at once. I mean, if you learned from it, was it really a mistake? I mean, you learned from it. You probably won't do it again.
Nope, definitely. Yeah, no, I definitely learned from it. Actually, the Q1 here in Indy, it shook, and I lifted and then hit the gas and bam, shift button. It was way too early, but I'm like, I'm not making that mistake again.
No.
Not again. Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is people they think that, oh, you just jump out of the car, hit the gas, and you go really fast. That's not the case. I mean,
no, not at all.
I don't know. I mean, how much you have to concentrate on, like, when you're doing your burnout, like, what goes into doing that?
It's just, so, I mean, you got, both shift buttons down, and do the burnout, and, you're feathering off the clutch as you're getting on the gas at the same time, and we don't have a burnout RPM setting or anything, so it's all just with your foot, so give it a little more if it's starting to grab or stuff like that, and then there's just so much that goes into it. So my thing I think that's helped me a lot is GoPro videos. So
really?
we put GoPro videos on my dad, and I probably watched those like 200 times. So I think that's really helped me just kind of with at least the procedures in the race car.
So when you say GoPro, it's like, was it of him, like, so you can copy him, or it's like him talking? And like, what kind of deal is it?
So we put a GoPro right above his head. So I watched a ton of his
when
runs.
he was driving.
When he was driving,
okay.
yes. So just watched him, just the whole thing from fire up to getting out of the race car. I just watched a million of his runs. So I could just basically like sit on the airplane and just drive the race car on the airplane.
And people next year are like, what is she doing?
Yeah, my dad was actually on the other row or whatever, and he looks over, and I'm throwing the parachutes,
I was just talking to another driver. They say that, because I'm like, when do you focus? When is your thing? And he said his moment is when you pop the chutes. Do you have that kind of thing too, when you pop it and then it gets quiet and you're just kind of...
Oh, my thing is really like when the body goes down. It's like, when the body goes down, it gets so much quieter, and it's like, all right, it's go time now. All the nerves, I mean, really, it's weird, but like all the nerves just go away. It's like, now you just gotta do it.
See, and I'd be the opposite. I'd be the minute goes down, I'm like, okay, crap, now it's time to really like...
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. And so what's the difference between driving like the top dragster and then driving the funny car? What differences do you feel like the common person not really know about? Like, they just like, well, don't just get both of them and go fast.
Yeah, just the gas. No, but I mean, it's just entirely different. I mean, I would say the biggest thing is just like the way you drive the car, really. Like in a dragster, you don't want to do too much steering because, of course you can get out of shape. But in the funny car, it's like you're like really steering it. Like, you're really moving the wheel, and just little movements don't really do much. So you really gotta just turn the wheel hard and carries the front end and knowing when to get out of it and all that kind of stuff, which I'm still learning for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
But I would say probably the steering and the speed is a lot.
Now, and when you say you need to put the body down, is it claustrophobic? Like, because some people are like, no, I need the open dragster, and like, does that make a big difference having your dragster where you're open and having the body?
For me personally, I'm really not claustrophobic, so it didn't really make too big of a deal for me, but my dad is extremely claustrophobic, and it never really fazed him. But if he was in the car for too long, like, nope, gotta get out. He had to get out. Yeah, but other than that, like, the body really didn't really stress him out.
I think even just being strapped in would stress me out, because like, you can't move and you just like...
Yeah.
That would be like, you guys got to be in there sometimes. If there's a mess, you got to be in there for a while.
Yeah, definitely. For me personally, I like to sit and think. So I don't mind being in the race car for too long, because I just like to just think and have my time just to go over everything. But I do leave the top belts looser until we get closer, because they're so tight. It's like you can't breathe a lot because you move up and down, so I leave them loose till a little bit late so that I can actually breathe I want to.
Gosh. And now you still work on in between rounds, you still work on the car, right?
Oh yeah.
Is there are you in charge of a certain part of the car, or?
Yes, so I do the clutch, so I'll take, everything out and then put it all back together in between rounds, and then my sister and my dad do the motor, and then my mom does the motor as well, helps out like valve covers, stuff like that. But Macy's the real one to watch. She she builds all the motors, so straight from the cardboard box. The block in a cardboard box. She'll take it out and take it from bare block to running motor. So, yeah, this motor right in here, she built from bare engine, and it just ran a 548.
Wow! And remind everybody how old she is.
She is 18 years old and graduating high school in a month.
And remind everybody how old you are.
I'm 19 years old, and
So they're both working on professional cars. I consider you guys professional. And driving and working, and that's the thing I love about your car too, is it's a family thing. It is your family.
Yes.
So like you said, when you like hurt engines and that, it's like your whole family. I mean, you have some sponsors, but not like the pros and that who have like.
Yeah, no, it's a whole family operation. Every single one of our plane tickets say Gordon. Cheryl Gordon, Mike Gordon, Madison Gordon, Macy Gordon, Doug Gordon, Christina Gordon. That's the whole crew, and we have a great time. We make it work, and we really try and like go over we just try and perfect everything. Since me and Macy are younger, we don't know everything by any means. So we're always asking a million questions and trying to be better. And yeah,
but you're learning from the best.
Yes, we feel that way. Yeah. We're very fortunate.
I mean, and like I said, I remember too your last interview. One of my favorite things is your mom said drag racing was so much safer than gymnastics.
Yeah, I did competition gymnastics till I was, I want to say 7 or 8 maybe, but I broke my collarbone twice. One of them was actually pretty bad. I almost had to get surgery, but I didn't. But yeah, so I said, we were like, hey, we're done with that. Let's go to drag racing now. It's way safer.
Yeah. way safer.
Knock on wood, but yes.
And then when you were growing up too, because I've seen movies like, was it one of those things where like you had to get good grades if you could go racing, or if you didn't get good grades, you didn't get to race or anything like that?
Yeah. No, drag racing was definitely, not saying that we would have gone down a bad path or anything, but it keeps you on the straight and narrow. Just going to the drag races is our favorite thing to do. So it's like, hey, if you don't get good grades, you're not going. So it's a huge incentive to get good grades, and don't do stupid stuff. Don't go out partying and do something stupid. Neither of us are partiers or anything like that. We go to the race car shop and hang out with grandma and grandpa and dad every Saturday and work on the race cars on Sunday. And
well, I was even hanging out with you guys last night when we're at the watching the Indy 800, and
yes.
You're like everybody's little sister. It's like everybody's like, I feel like all the guys like look out for you too. I mean, do you feel like that too, or is it just me?
I do feel that way. Everyone out here is just so sweet, and they're always so helpful. I mean, the whole Bartone crew. I mean, we've been competing in neck and neck for years and years, and Sean and one of his daughters went out to Bakersfield a day early when I was trying to get my license, and him and his daughter were waiting down there for me when I made my first pass. Aww. And he's got a video of me jumping out of the race car, and we're all like family out here, and they're all so nice and helpful in all sorts of ways.
That is how alcohol racing is. I truly feel, because I go and hang out with the pros, but I love coming to these race weekends because I grew up in alcohol too. I'm an alcohol person, and everybody's same thing. They're like, "Oh my God, you're little Nikki." I'm like, "Yeah, Nikki Clark. We remember when you were that big.
When you were born. Hello."
Yeah. And so like everybody's my big brothers. Everybody looks out for me. Like when I was working out here for a while, everybody's like, "I got tattled on. My brother tattled on my mom. Like I did something, and like an hour later, my mom's already on the phone. Your brother said this." That's what happens when you work. It's different things when you work with family. Different things.
No, for sure. No, that's funny. Yeah, everyone. It's just family operation, literally and figuratively everywhere, especially in the alcohol classes.
Oh yeah. And so now you're going to school at the same time?
So I am not going to school. College is really not my thing. Yeah. So I started working when COVID hit. We stopped going to school, of course. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored. This is terrible. So I started just working at the cabinet shop. I literally was just scanning papers. Like that's it. They needed somebody to scan in like 9 file drawers. Oh. So I'm like, cool, that's me. Yeah. So I just scan them all in, and then being there every day turned into this and turned into that. And then it just turned into a full-time job. I started doing CAD design, and then now I'm doing sales, and nice. I love it. I have so much fun, and I get to work with people when they're building their dream kitchen and all that kind of stuff.
That is cool.
It is really fun, and it gives me the opportunity to go racing, which is my favorite thing ever. So it works out.
Like I said, I'm like, not everybody needs to go to school, and I like that you're learning it from you're learning stuff you're not going to get in a classroom.
Absolutely, yeah. So for me personally, it wasn't, colleges, they're not for me. My sister is like super smart. She's like a 4.6 GPA and like hardly goes to school because we're always racing. And so she's going to go to Cal Poly, just recently got accepted, so that's super cool. But she's...
Proud sister.
I know, right? She's going to Cal Poly and she wants to be a CPA. So, yeah.
So you can join the family business too.
I know, right? Yeah, so she's really excited, and that's the best route for her, and we're excited for her.
Now, do you still have your little welding company? Because didn't you say you guys did like welding stuff, making products? Do you still do that?
So we don't do it quite as much since I work full time and she's going to school and always so busy. So we definitely slowed down a lot, but we still do, some stuff. If somebody needs something, they'll do it. We do so a decent amount of work for Morbid cabinets. We build like any of your kitchen islands where you've got like a support where you sit. We'll build the supports for the countertops for that stuff.
Wow.
So yeah,
that is cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. We enjoy it.
Oh, time to go?
All right.
Okay, we'll get back later.
Okay.
Okay, we had to stop the interview because Maddie had to go race. Well, 3 rounds later, we pick up the conversation back in the pit as they're packing up their car. And, oh yeah, she won the race.
And so we are back in the pit, and we had to cut our interview short because she had to go run. And what just happened?
We won the freaking race!
She got her first win in Top Alcohol Funny Car. So this is your first. Now, how does it? We talked about how it was to race. Now it's like your first win.
Oh my god, this is just crazy. I can't even soak it all in right now, but I mean, it's just amazing. This has been my whole life dream, really. I mean, it's insane. I don't even know.
And how cool is it that, so this other guy who won, some people I guess have heard of him, Tony Stewart.
That was super cool to be able to win with him and everything like that. And, he's a legend in all motorsports, so it's awesome to be able to, win together and be able to celebrate in the winner's circle.
So now this is your divisional base. Now, where are you guys headed to next? Where are you going to win next?
We're going to go to the Kansas City Regional in about 6 weeks. But we got a lot of time off, about like 6 weeks or so. But we kind of need all that because we got no more parts. So we're out of parts.
You've been on the road for a while.
We've been on the road for a while and haven't had any good luck. So except for this was good. But other than that, parts have been failing lately. So.
And did I hear you had a really good reaction time? It was pretty close.
Yes, it was so close. It was a 28 to a 29. So I'm super stoked on that. That's a great light for me, and I'm happy about everything.
Okay, I'm not going to keep you anymore, but congratulations. And we will talk again. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again for listening. And thank you to the Gordon family for letting me tag along to capture Maddie's first Top Alcohol Funny Car win. I just adore this family and how well they work together on and off the racetrack. I'm Nikki Clark, and this is Women Take the Wheel. Be sure to connect and follow on Facebook when you search for Women Take the Wheel podcast. And be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast right now on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Women Take the Wheel with Nikki Clark. Follow and subscribe to this podcast now and discover even more great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com. allindianapodcastnetwork.com.